Here's how you can make a circle using just a router and a couple tools that you have around your workshop. Now to make this circle, you'll just need to have a router, a screwdriver or a power drill, a nail, a couple bits, and a hammer to make these tools. Now what you have to first do is unscrew the base plate from your router. And then when you take off your base plate, all we do is now mark down where the screws go just by drawing a little bit of circles on the holes, then one big one for the middle. Then when we have that, all we have to do is pre-drill out the holes to make sure the screws can get screwed in. And then I pre-drill out the middle one with just a large drill bit. And then once that was drilled out, I took my router and then routed out a circle just to make sure that my bit can fit through the opening base. Now what I'm doing is I'm countersinking the screws into the base, so I'm using a countersinking bit just to drill out all the holes to make sure my screws sit flush with the base. Now what I'm doing is drilling back the base onto my router. All I do is put the screws in the holes where they lined up, and it might take a little moving around, but once you do this, you'll have your new router base that you can use to make our circles. Now we just have to sand out the base just to make sure everything is level and a smooth base that we have to make our circle. Now I want my circle to be 10 inches, so what I'm doing is I'm measuring 5 inches from the middle of the router, and this is going to allow me to make a circle with a diameter of 10 inches. Now I flip the router base over, and on the marking I'm hammering in a nail into that spot. And then once I have the nail marking in, I'm going to plunge the router into the base, and then I'm going to pivot the router along that nail, and this is going to allow us to make the circle shape. Now it's good to go nice and slow with this, just pivoting the router nice and slowly, and after a while you'll get your circle shape all done. Now if you want to go through the plywood, I suggest going in small light passes. You just have to keep going over and over again until you go through the plywood, and then when all that's done you'll have a nice circle they can sand and route out. Now I didn't go all the way through the plywood for this one because it's just a test example, but I will be making a Lazy Susan, so just stay tuned for that video. But anyways guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.